She got addiction too. She fun to listen to. She good at mixing too. She good at getting loose. Can kick it just like Bruce. Constructing any boo. I'll take her to the boo. We'll hit the movie shoot. Bring it to the fresh fruit. I wanna look like Richard Gere when I'm in a suit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanna look like Richard Gere when I'm in a suit. We'll hit the movie shoot. I wanna look like.
Welcome back, everybody, to Telepathy. Ooh, I've got a smooth voice now, baby. How you doing?
That's a baby-making voice.
Yeah. All right, next on KKQID, we got the Telepathy crew. Alrighty then.
That's funny, dude.
Dude, we've got some stuff in the barrel today.
We do.
We've
very,
got some
very
shit
excited.
in the barrel today,
I have
folks.
been dragging
You
Jack
should
into the studio because I have a story to tell you guys.
Sit down,
Jack,
folks.
are you sitting down?
Sit down. Yeah, I'm sitting. Oh, I'm sitting, all right.
Take a seat, Anakin.
Here in the studio. Yes, Anakin, take a seat.
Take a seat. Should we start off with my story?
I've been waiting for it all week.
Okay.
So let's.
All right.
All week.
As we all know, Jack was a juror.
Yes, and I'm done, so I can talk about the case if you really want to. But it's not really that interesting.
And even if he couldn't talk about the case, I could because I was there.
He was there during closing arguments,
Yep.
which was on Wednesday.
Yeah. So I woke up early on Wednesday to get to the closing arguments by 9:30 or
And we're filming this on Friday.
whenever the hell they were.
So 2 days ago. We should just say 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, where do I start the story? Because there's just so much to tell. Okay, here we go. We drove into Martinez, and Jack, we were looking for parking.
Yeah.
And Jack got.
I was late.
And Jack got a parking spot.
Yeah, I was a little bit late.
We were supposed to be at
thank God I
9:30.
got that
Jack
parking
parked
spot.
at literally 9:29.
Yeah, it was I thought I was gonna get arrested.
Oh, in trouble? Yeah. They're just gonna stop you at the door and put you in cuffs.
Definitely.
And so I had to find a parking spot.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went up the road a little bit, parked mine on the street, and looked at the meter, said it was expired, and also said that I needed to pay. I said,
Maybe
let's
not.
not. I don't have to go very far.
Yeah. If I do get a ticket,
to receive my
I
ticket,
can just go down the street and just levy it or something.
And argue
What's the deal?
the point.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, I run to this massive courthouse in Martinez.
Yeah. It's a pretty building.
It's a very pretty building. It's
a cool little setup they've got there.
columns.
Sure.
Looks like a courthouse. You know how someone would draw a courthouse. Contra Costa County Courthouse on the front. I run in. I'm literally the only person in there, and I'm in such a rush that I run past the 3 police officers standing there.
Oh, Jesus.
And I run through the metal detector.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No.
Are you kidding me?
I run through the metal detector.
Are you an idiot?
They stopped me for sure.
I would think
as
so.
soon as all the metal detector.
I'm glad they just didn't shoot you.
Yeah, as soon as the metal detector goes, yeah. You know,
It's an
I
issue.
realized that there was an issue, and I said, "Oh, don't worry about it."
So wait,
it's okay.
so you knowingly just passed under the metal detector doorway that they have there?
Well, I was so much in a rush, so I didn't even see it. I was just running.
Wow.
Because I wanted to get to the court case on
That's
time.
next level. Anyway, continue.
And they practically pushed me back. And I put all my stuff in the bin, and then you had to go. The bin went through this metal detector, and I went through another metal detector, like at an airport practically.
Yeah.
And came out the other side, and they said, "Okay, where are you going?" And I said, "There's a trial somewhere."
You sound like an absolute dunce.
Yeah.
You sound like a fucking dunce.
There's a trial somewhere, and
there's a trial somewhere in this building.
And I'm.
Oh, really?
And I asked, like, is there a trial schedule that I could look at? And they're like, oh, yeah. I mean, what department are you looking for? And I'm like, department? I don't even know what that means.
Men's fashion.
And I say, I don't. What do you mean department? And he goes like
You sound you're just sounding
blah,
so sus to these people.
and you go blah, criminal, this, that, and it's like, oh, criminal, yeah, it's a criminal case.
Yeah.
And he goes, criminal case is across the road, across the street. And I'm like, there's 2 courthouses.
Oh, you went into the main courthouse.
I went into the main courthouse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so I got your text that told me where it was, and presumably crossed the street into the other courthouse.
Didn't run through the metal detector this time.
Did not run through the metal detector this time, and appropriately, rid my pockets of all metallic things.
Yes, that's so great.
And got through that. Went up to the floor, to the specific floor that this case was on.
And here's the deal. Actually, I'll just insert something here. Before he came up, I said, you know what, I can't talk to you like during any of this. Like I can't really talk to you during any part of this.
I texted our sister the night before, asked her if I could just sit in on a public court case. She said yes, you could, if it's like public criminal, that you could definitely sit in the back. And her next text was, if you talk to Jack at all, you will get kicked out 100%.
They'll snatch your ass out of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like averting eye contact. I was like, he came in, I was like, oh yeah, that's Nico. And he kind of just like went around, and I was like looking at my phone nervously. Anyway, continue.
And so the entire jury is waiting in the hallway.
Yeah.
And before I went up, I texted Jack and said, hey, I'm not going to talk to you. And he said, yes, please don't. And my next text was, I don't know you.
I don't even know you.
I don't even know you.
Yeah.
And Jack says,
even though we look
Jack says
100% like each other.
Yep. I still had a mustache at the time.
Yeah.
And Jack says, love it, great. And so I walk through the hallway, and I have no clue what's going on. I'm just here for the experience. And I see Jack sitting on a bench.
Yeah.
And I don't even I walk in, I look at him for just a minute, and I look around, and I say, okay, maybe I'll just sit down on a bench over here, not even close to Jack, and not even within eye shot. And I'm sitting down, just like maybe I'll go in when the jury goes. I don't know how this works.
Yeah. You're in the dark.
Yeah, in the dark, because there was a sign on the door that said, "Jury is let in when they are told to, only when they are told to," which makes sense.
Yeah.
And there was another girl who was about Olivia, mid-20s, who didn't have a jury badge on. I said, okay, she's probably a member of the public, and she walks in the courtroom.
Oh, and so you're like, okay, I got the green light.
Okay.
Here's the green light.
Yeah. Here's the green light. Okay, so this is what happens. So I step up to the door. There's a sign on the door that says, any public, any person of the public that talks to the bailiff, the judge, the defense, the prosecution, or any member of the jury will be fined $10,000.
That's a lot.
Okay, fine.
That's a lot.
My lips are sealed. I open the door. It is so quiet.
Yeah.
And I take a seat, and all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, I don't know why I said that. So I just sit there, and there's a bunch of cases beforehand.
Okay.
Those
cases are like
DUI and this and that, and you didn't pay on time, and this.
Tickets.
And there was one defense attorney, and his bread and butter was, the judge would ask him, "Are you ready for trial?" And the defense attorney would say, "No, sorry, I'm not ready for trial. My co-counsel is in trial currently. I can't do this." And so the entire meeting, the entire first half hour of me being there was practically just scheduling these, just listening to the scheduling of how
ridiculous.
These court cases are.
Yeah.
Probably the most boring you could ever get in a courtroom. There's a break. she's done with all the cases beforehand, before Jack's case, before Jack comes in, and she says, "Okay, are we done?" And we go, "Yeah." And so they all start packing up, and I look around, and there's a couple students.
Mm-hmm.
And so I start talking to a student.
Oh, just
I start talking to a student.
fellow law students.
Yeah.
Fellow interest seekers.
Yeah, fellow people of the public.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm still working on my cover story at the time. I don't know I don't know who I am or what I am. And
who am I?
And so I'm talking to the student, and where you go, blah blah blah, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And there was other people talking, and all of a sudden the bailiff comes over and just goes, "Hey, shh."
Oh, what?
Strike one.
Oh no.
And I literally almost went back to my 7th grade brain and says, "But there are other people talking."
You should have said that.
And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't want to.
Bailiff,
I don't want to clap back on the bailiff because
that'd be bad because he has a gun.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Yeah.
And cuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay, cool.
complete
Strike
jurisdiction. Strike one. Okay. And sorry, this is a long story, but this is gonna get really good. And the judge stands up and says, "Hey, people in the back, who are students? Who of you are students?"
Oh.
There's 6 of us back there.
Mm-hmm.
5 of them raised their hands. It takes me about half a second to also raise my hand.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
And
did she mean students or law students?
Well,
just students.
Just like law students. Like when she says students, I can only imagine that she was speaking students of the law.
Students of the law.
Students of the law. So she was actually very encouraging. She said, "This is what we were talking about. Did I make sense? Did anything
nice.
confuse you?"
Yeah, the judge was really nice.
This is what the penal code that we were talking about. Does this make sense? She was teaching practically.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even know you could do.
Definitely.
In a courtroom. Because I don't know what you do in a courtroom.
What's up or down in there? Yeah.
And she then goes, "Hey, you, in the back."
Oh, looking at you, huh?
Looking at me.
Oh no.
And she says, "Are you an intern?"
Oh.
This is all about
yes?
This is all about within a quarter of a second that I'm about to tell you. I'm thinking, okay, first of all, what the hell is an intern? Who am I interning for? Do I want to say yes or do I want to say no?
Yeah.
And if I say yes, I'm probably going to have to tell her a bunch of law shit.
Yeah.
And if I say no, then I'm probably going to have to either tell her why I'm here or lie about why I'm here.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell her that my brother's a juror. Or
you could have just told her I'm interested in the judicial process.
Yeah, and that would have been super sus because I didn't want to do that.
What? Okay, keep going. Whatever.
And so she said, "Are you an intern?" I said, "Yes, Your Honor."
Oh no, you no, you didn't.
Yeah, I said, "Yes, Your Honor."
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Guys, I have not heard this, by the way. We saved this.
Yeah.
We saved this.
And she goes,
this story for the podcast.
Yeah, and guess what? This is my first time ever in a courtroom, ever in a courthouse, ever in a...
But you're an intern.
I'm an intern. Now I'm an intern at either the courthouse or a judge
and now the heart's beating,
whatever the hell I'm in. Whoever the hell I'm interning for, I'm interning for them.
The BPM is up through the roof right now.
The BPM is definitely up. And I think she's going to cold call me. Because I've talked to Olivia about, Olivia, our sisters in law school. I talked to her about cold calling, Roe v. Wade. Talk to me about that, or blah 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 versus blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and she summarized that.
Yeah.
And I thought she was gonna cold call me about some random ass penal code that she was talking about.
Okay.
And what she actually said was,
"Who do you intern for?"
No.
No?
I was wearing a hat at the time.
Okay.
She said, "You're an intern, yeah?" And I said, "Yes, Your Honor." And then she said, "Just to let you know, you're probably new. Interns never wear hats."
Oh.
Take it off. I ripped that hat off the fastest
lightning.
I've ever... so fast.
Just ripped
and
it.
I felt like I was getting scolded by a teacher.
Oh no.
And I put it down, and then she goes on to make about a 5-minute lecture about how we don't wear hats in courtrooms.
Oh no.
Yep. And then she was
it's
like,
a respect thing.
It's a respect thing.
Oh
and,
shit.
And it's like church. We dress up nice, and we
just
speak
like it.
when we speak in hushed tones, and we don't wear hats. You have to respect it like a church. And she was still talking, and maybe the first 10 seconds, I threw up like a shaka sign.
Why would you fucking do that?
I threw up like a shaka sign because I was just it was like a thumbs up,
an affirmation.
It was like an affirmation, like, okay, got you, I got you,
got the message.
Yeah.
Thought it was the blood sign,
but she was still talking. But I thought she was just gonna be like, okay, yeah, you get it. No. I throw up that shaka thumbs up. She says, oh no, I'm still talking.
Oh my God.
Strike, duh.
Oh
strike
God.
2, okay?
Oh my fucking God.
I
cannot believe
I'm cracking up hysterically in my brain.
I cannot believe this is happening.
And outside I'm like almost about to cry, but inside I am laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they call the jury in, and there's closing statements, and the one funny part about the closing statement was that the prosecution made their closing statements, and the defense made an objection.
Okay.
He made more than one objection, but there was one objection in specific where he said, objection, and that he literally did that. He said, objection, and the judge said, what are you objecting?
Yeah.
And we lock eye contact. Remember that?
Yeah, no, I remember. We kind of looked over at each other and went, what's this guy doing?
Yeah, and I giggled. I was like, I had the mistake of doing the.
You're such a bad intern.
I had the mistake of doing the the little.
You are such a fucking
giggle.
bad intern.
The girl next to me goes, "What are you laughing about?"
Oh my God.
I go, "I just thought that was funny." She goes, "There's nothing funny about this."
Oh my God.
And I go, "Jesus Christ! Oh my God."
No, dude, it's for real in there.
And so anyway,
yeah.
They closed.
Now we know you really don't fit in a court of law.
Yeah, they finally released the jury for deliberation, which is pretty much just them talking about the case and who is guilty and whether or not they're
deciding a verdict.
Deciding a verdict. That's
Yes.
what deliberation is. And so they released the jury for deliberation, and all 5 students stand up and leave. And so I'm like, okay, it's time for me to leave as well. And so I stand up and I start walking out, and all 5 of them say, "Thank you, Your Honor." Now, and the judge at this time says, "Oh, thanks guys so much for coming. Appreciate it. Hope you guys learned a lot, blah, blah, blah." And I'm the last one out the door. I say, "Thank you, Your Honor." She goes, Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Nico.
Dude, I'm just crying laughing
so
at this
Judge
point.
Hiramoto is absolutely out for you.
Yeah.
She's out for you, bro.
Yeah.
That's killer.
And so I'm walking down the hallway, and I get in the elevator, and all of a sudden, the elevator doors are
closing,
and the hand slips in, and it's the defense attorney.
Okay.
And we start talking. "Hey, what's up? How you doing? Were you just?" And he asked me, "Were you just in there?" And I go, "Yeah. I was just in there." And he goes, "Are you an intern?"
Oh my God.
But one-on-one is different though for this question, because I'm like, okay, maybe he's asking me.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably an intern. He's gonna ask me a bunch of intern stuff, but I can't answer a bunch of that intern stuff, so I'm gonna act like a fool.
Yeah.
But I can't be just some normal Joe. I gotta have some kind of connection.
No, you don't.
I know.
You don't.
I
You
know.
can just
but
go in there with the you're putting yourself into a bunch of
irrational
fucking
fears. This is
dumb.
irrational adrenaline brain.
Oh my God.
And so I'm in the the elevator, and I say, no, I'm a administrative assistant for a family law firm. And he goes, okay, which one?
Yeah, and
I'm trying to think of the one that our sister worked for.
Oh, and you
which
forgot
was Doyle,
the fucking
which
name
was
of it.
Doyle Quinn Freeman. But those names didn't come to me at the time.
Oh my god!
And so I made up some names. But it was
you
it took,
made up a fucking law firm.
So I said, Davis and O'Reilly.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the title of this fucking podcast. Oh my god, that's so funny.
And you
Davis
know what he
and O'Reilly.
you know what he says? He says, where is that?
Yeah.
And I go, it's in Danville. He goes, interesting. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
I go,
I'm sure you haven't.
And I'm hiding my smile as hard as I can, but it starts to creep out. And I go, yeah, it's a new one.
It's a brand new one.
It's a brand new one.
Just fabricated. In front of you.
Yeah.
You should never be put on the stand, Nico, because you would commit perjury every time you fucking opened your mouth.
It was so fun. That's about it, man.
Bro, that's a wild ride.
Yeah.
3 strikes and you're out, huh?
It was 3 strikes. That was the 3rd strike in the elevator for sure.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Thank God that was the end of the day.
That's crazy. Well, anyway, that I could spend too much time probably talking about all of the case. We'll probably spread out some fun stories later, but I think we have to go next door.
Ding dong.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Thank you for sharing that story, Nico. That was very, very, very funny.
You bet. Hopefully it lived up to the expectation.
Mm-hmm. Here we are. Pico.
The Pico de Gallo.
My cherries are back after a 4-year hiatus.
4-year hiatus.
Very sweet.
Of not having cherries?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very
Cherry
sweet.
drought.
Very sweet. Almost too sweet.
Oh my God.
If they're all red. In the last 8 years, this is only the 2nd time we got them. But we got lots this time. Aim now is to get rid of the bluebirds and other pests that will raid these and other fruit trees. Big eye balloons are up.
Big eye balloons? Is that
the
know
what
type
that
of
means.
cherry?
I don't know what that means.
That might be the type of cherry. Hey, guys, if you live in Danville, go get some cherries. I guess.
Yeah,
I guess she wasn't openly advertising.
No,
for cherries.
well, you could probably steal these cherries.
I was gonna say maybe you could just jump her fence and steal the cherries because they are very sweet.
Well, they're big eye balloons. There are some big eye balloons going on for sure.
Yeah, good for her, I guess. I don't know.
My goodness gracious.
Good that her cherry drought's over.
Next,
and she just had to tell everyone about it.
Here's the whole post for the next one right here.
Okay, this is the salsa verde.
Does anybody know what kind of spider this is? Let's go to the comments. Tarantula?
There's a picture?
Yes, there's a picture.
Let me see.
Definitely not a tarantula, but it's all good.
Not even. Oh, wait, hold on.
Maybe it is. I don't know. It could be tarantula.
No, it's not. It's got some beef. That is.
Come on, Eagle Scout. Diagnose.
That looks like a jumping spider.
Ooh.
That looks like a jumping spider.
I would force it to bite me so I could turn it into Spider-Man. Anyway.
Definitely looks like a type of spider that would be able to do that.
That would be able to do that.
Yeah, looks crazy.
Looks like a bold jumping spider.
Yep.
Is that the name of it? Bold jumping spider?
I have no clue.
Or did they just put that adjective?
Probably. Yeah.
They do have fangs, but are not a medical danger if they bite. My children enjoy watching them hop around. Cool.
Well, so I was right.
The Latin. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? The Latin term is arachnacell your house immediately. Oh my god, that was a good. That
was pretty.
That
funny.
was a good one right there.
That was
that was the best joke I've heard over
next door.
Arachnacell your house immediately.
Arachnacell your house.
That's the Latin term.
You see that? You see that?
Burn
that
it down.
Freaking spider in your house.
Yeah.
Flames, baby.
Yeah,
flames.
Just flames. Yeah, or just never go into that room again. Whatever room it might be. Close it off. Hazmat it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Arachnacell your house immediately. That's amazing.
Cars racing in San Ramon.
Okay.
Cars racing in San Ramon.
Okay.
I had a near-death experience today riding my bicycle. Illiterate. Riding my bicycle on Boulder Canyon Road. A newer Mustang came up behind me and opened up the exhaust pipes and floored it. First off, you can't do that.
That's impossible. That's not how exhaust pipes work.
That's all right.
Idiot.
Opened up the exhaust pipes and floored it.
Okay, keep going.
I turned around just in time. The car started going sideways and into the bike lane. I jumped off my bike and pulled it over to the sidewalk. The Mustang just missed me by inches. I was left in a cloud of tire smoke as the car just kept going faster and faster. This girl is fucking...
Sounds like a novel.
This is a novel.
I was left in the tire smoke.
This is Hemingway on Nextdoor.
Yeah.
Jeez. I was left in the cloud of tire smoke as the car just kept going faster and faster. Last week, I was riding on Crow Canyon Road by the baseball field when a black Mustang was racing up and down the street for a good 5 minutes. Something must be done to stop this dangerous driving.
It must be done.
I'm so sorry for that scary experience. Let's go to the comments. And what do you think should be done? Slammer. Some girl slangs Mustangs owners. Mustang owners. ... That's typical. Okay.
Dude, that's dumb. Whatever.
Damn. All right. Put a GoPro. Nice. Put a GoPro on your helmet. Okay. There you go.
On your helmet. Oh, your bike helmet. Yeah.
This guy goes, Bollinger Canyon has become a freeway. Okay. Of course, it's a Mustang owner. Okay. Well, here's the deal. So frightening. Okay, there it is. Yeah, guys, first off, I'll tell you this. Don't slam the car sideways, I would say. I'm in agreement with all of these posts, actually, where usually I complain about the posts. I am in agreement with these posts.
Really?
Cherries are awesome. And 4 years without cherries is too much.
Too much.
And a spider can be scary.
Yes.
Arachna sell your house immediately.
Yeah.
And drifting your car on Boulder Canyon Road is never good.
Yeah.
And so, guys, just be sensible.
Yep.
Yep. Love it.
Yep. You heard it here first from telepathy.
Yeah.
The voices of reason.
The voice of reason here.
Are
you an intern?
Yes,
I am.
Yes,
judge.
yes.
You're judge in a court of law. Yes, I absolutely am an intern.
Yes. I worked for Davis O'Reilly.
Davis and O'Reilly.
Excuse me.
Yes, of course.
Sorry, those are my bosses.
Yes. How are they? How are they doing?
Davis is doing great. O'Reilly not so much.
Oh, what's going on with O-Dog?
Well, O'Reilly obviously worked for the family law firm, but he can't represent himself in his own divorce. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's tough.
I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, I have a bizarre news article for you.
Is this Jack's World?
No.
Okay.
It just came up on my feed.
Cool.
And I thought it was hilarious.
Let's see it.
Bizarre wedding.
Oh, I like bizarre weddings.
Bride dies during the wedding.
Oh, shit.
But the family offers up the sister instead.
No.
Yep.
This is not real.
Bride
this is
in
like
India.
The Onion or something.
This is a wedding in India. The bride in India dies at wedding. Groom marries her sister instead.
1930s.
And I'll try to read it to you, maybe just a little bit. Weddings in India are hardcore because even a bride's death didn't kill the wedding day vibes. The groom just married the woman who was going to be his sister-in-law on the spot.
That's nice. That's super nice.
Yep.
Well, maybe
she reportedly
it was
collapsed and died of a heart attack just as the ceremony kicked off last week, and she exchanged traditional garlands.
Maybe the groom plotted his fiance's death in order to really marry the woman that she loves.
Wait, say
that
he
loves. Okay, the groom.
Yeah.
The groom plotted his fiance's death in order to get married to
staged as a heart attack.
Yes, in order to get married to the sister who he actually loves. Solve the case immediately.
There you go.
Put me on the stand.
I love it. Don't put me on the stand.
Or put him on the stand. Yeah, never put you on the stand.
Put him on the stand, and then you know it.
So, Nico Bianchi, are you an intern? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway, that was just a bizarre news article that I think you guys should.
Yeah, I think.
What about?
Look, I'll tell you what. If anyone dies at my wedding, that
Well, just
will,
a reschedule.
that will. Yeah, I don't think it's simply a reschedule. I think it would turn from the best day of my life into one of the worst days of my life very quickly.
Yeah,
depending on who it is.
Sure. You know,
Sorry,
bride, that would suck.
Bride, definitely. Unless
mother-in-law,
the younger sister's
maybe
hot.
not so much.
Unless the younger sister's hot, in which case I would just do the
ask the father to
just
just
be like, hey, you know what? Let's just get this thing over with, you know?
Yeah. Annoying mother-in-law, she can go.
She could probably go. She could probably go.
That's
We
so
could probably
dumb.
bury her.
That's dumb. Okay, I have a Jack's World.
Jack's World, and we're all living in it.
I don't know if this is good or not, but you know what? We're just gonna go with it.
All right.
Jack, would you describe yourself as an environmental expert?
Well, actually, after taking apes, I would say that I
Yes.
am an environmental expert.
Okay, would you?
That's
what
AP
part of the
environmental
what part
science.
of the environment would you say that you are?
All biomes.
All biomes.
All encompass.
Maybe one specific biome that you
Probably
can.
the whole Earth.
Okay, the whole Earth.
Yeah, the whole of Mother Earth.
Would you say you like the rainforests?
I'd say I like the rainforest pretty much. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't discriminate between biomes because they're all God's creation.
Fantastic.
But I will say that the rainforest does have a special place in my heart.
Okay. How would you save them?
Yeah. Well, this is also very simple.
Okay.
We have
these problems usually.
We have
are
deforestation. We have deforestation,
you know,
and we have people going in and poaching animals in the rainforest,
burning,
or
or even obviously like deforestation to plant palm trees to make like to industrialize palm oil.
Sure.
And there's just like miles and miles and miles of just like palm trees in a row.
I'll tell you what. I will assume the role of Tarzan. Here's what I'm going to do, actually. Here's what I would do. I am going to be Tarzan, but it's going to be a cross between Tarzan and Rambo.
Yes.
So
yes.
What's going to happen is that I'm actually going to... Okay, so I'm going to just be like fully naked for the next, 3-4 years?
Well,
maybe?
Tarzan isn't fully naked.
Let's be real. Tarzan is fully naked.
Not according to his loincloth.
You think that little loincloth covers much?
Not according to the movie, it does.
Well, I mean, I don't think a little loincloth can cover Tarzan's hog. That guy's got a major pig. Gross.
This is grotesque.
Gross. Anyway, so I will assume that the role of Tarzan.
Okay.
It's kind of like Batman. It kind of switches from one person to one person.
Okay.
The mantle will be passed to me.
Okay.
Or
and
I
as
will assume the mantle.
as a Rambo, as you know,
Yes.
Tarzan Rambo, would you have a weapon with you, like a bow and arrow? Or?
No. I mean, that's a little too easy. I'm more of a hand-to-hand combat kind of guy.
Sick.
And so I'd probably just do it with my bare hands.
Sick.
Either that, or I would
Close and personal.
Or I would be, of course, part of the tribe. I'd be a part of the monkey tribe.
The monkey. Okay. Well, Tarzan.
And there's a specific
part of gorillas.
Yes,
gorillas.
He was
hanging out with gorillas.
Yes, of course.
Gorilla.
So I would obviously become a silverback gorilla.
Yes.
And I would be a silverback gorilla, but I would also ride silverback gorillas.
Okay.
And I would ride them into battle. And the battle is against the metal monsters that are obviously ripping down the rainforests. And so what would happen is that we would go in and we would kill all of them immediately. We'd kill all of them all the time, and they couldn't. And if they want to kill us, they want to come into our territory, right? We're gonna go out to the peripheral to slaughter them. But if they want to come in and hurt us, they have to go into our house, baby. They have to go into the rainforest, right?
Yeah.
And there's no way that's gonna work because me and my gorilla buddies are gonna squash their heads like grapes.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I guess that sort of role, and there could be multiple Tarzans, but I think one main Tarzan would obviously be me, just because I have the muscle for it, and so that's how I would save the rainforest. Because all of this,
fantastic.
we can fundraise all the money, but if we're not
taking it to them,
if we're really not, addressing the issue head on.
Violence is the only answer in this case.
Basically.
Love it.
Anyway, that's Jack's World.
That's fantastic.
We should go to the questions, huh?
Yeah.
We have some more questions from you guys about what
Jane, Tarzan.
Jane, Tarzan.
No. Tarzan, Jane,
Killer.
Tarzan.
Killer.
No.
That's such a killer movie.
That's
It's just
fantastic
whatever.
dialogue.
Okay, we have some more questions.
Obviously, Phil Collins.
The question that I posed to everyone, obviously, was, what do you want the twins to talk about? Or what do you want the twins' opinion on?
Yeah.
Bryson versus Brooks. We already talked about that, but it's heating up, and I'm very excited.
Very excited.
Because I'm on the side of Brooks.
Yep.
And I think it's only going to end in a match. I think this is only going to end in a match, and it's going to be beautiful. Is what it is.
Yep.
Basically. So good. Next. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I would say that. Okay, so the differentiation.
Yes.
Between a sandwich and a hot dog for me.
Mm-hmm. So you think they're separate?
I think they are separate.
Okay.
Because the bun is one piece of bread.
But what if all of a sudden the bun turns into two halves of a bun? Because the bread was one piece of bread at that time, wasn't it?
Yes.
Until it was sliced up. So if you have
white
bread,
no,
stop it. So if you have white, no, shut the fuck up. So, but if you have white bread, that's cut like a hot dog bun, and part of it is still attached at the bottom, is it now a doggo? No.
Wait, what the hell?
Yeah. Think about it. Chew on that a little bit, intern.
I'll tell you this. Is ketchup a smoothie?
No, because smoothies are not used as condiments.
But what's the definition of a smoothie and not a smoothie? Smoothie
No.
is a fruit, is blended fruit.
Yes, no, it's... No. That's not it. No, that's not it at all. God, you're dumb. I'm kidding. So... a smoothie.
We're on different planets.
Smoothie is basically a drink. It is a drink that is bought with the intention of drinking it solely. Ketchup, the purpose of ketchup is to put it on to other things, also used as a condiment.
So smoothie, the definition of a smoothie and not a smoothie is the intent.
Yes, intent.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, if you intend to drink ketchup just solely as if you were drinking it just like alone, just like
a razzmatazz.
Like a razzmatazz, but it's you're drinking Heinz. Not only are you drinking a smoothie in that case, you also are put on a list.
Yes.
You also are locked up immediately.
You should be sent to Arkham Asylum
You're
immediately.
locked up immediately, and that's all I'll say about that. But
okay. I have another crazy question for you.
We didn't answer the hot dog sandwich one, but I think a hot dog is a sandwich.
I disagree.
I don't even have any words for you.
I'm sorry.
I need to go to O'Reilly or
Davis and O'Reilly.
I need to go to Davis
for counsel. I have another question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do shirt tags in China say "made down the road"?
That's the freaking dumbest question I've ever heard in my entire life. I would say that's probably the worst joke I've ever heard in my adult life.
Come on, man. Give me some credit.
I would say
I honestly thought it. I thought of that, and then I was
No.
like, I thought about it to myself and giggled, and thought I should ask you.
No, because we still in America have things that tags that say "Made in America." No?
But that's America though.
What, you think that China is just operating on a completely different sphere?
Yes.
Sphere of knowledge.
Well, it's a different political system for sure.
If you make a shirt and it is made in America and the tag says "Made in America,"
yeah,
I think the same will apply in China.
In Chennai?
In China.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think we have another question.
Okay.
Is soup really a meal?
Yeah.
French onion soup is a freaking bomb killer.
Greatest French onion soup I've ever had was I had it 2 times, two separate times, same restaurant, New York City.
Wow. I had it in Santa Barbara.
It was practically a basement of a restaurant.
Damn.
Right across the street from the MoMA. And it was so unbelievably good.
I had one in Santa Barbara when we were there.
Yeah.
It was
minestrone.
so good.
Some good minestrone soup can do it.
I don't
yeah,
think
sure.
soup is a meal, though.
You haven't had the right soup.
It depends. It depends if there's.
No.
It depends how big the soup is, and it depends if there's meat in it. For me personally,
chicken noodle. Chicken noodle is definitely a meal.
I think a meal is.
It's not the healthiest meal, but it is a meal.
There are many aspects to a meal. A meal is, maybe a salad with a drink, and a meat. And I think a soup combines all those things. It is a drink. There is some salad, some greens in there. There might be, and there might be meat in there.
You sound like the FDA.
No, but I'm just saying. I don't know if soup is a meal.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good starter. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a good starter.
What do you think about dating in middle school?
I completely disagree with it. I think it's
you weren't in love in middle school.
I think it was I was, but I didn't dare.
Yeah.
I just think it's the stupidest thing.
To all our middle schoolers listening out there, if you're dating,
if you're dating,
I will consult you, but I would just stop it right now.
Stop it. I know so many people. I know not so many people. I know a couple people who are in 8th grade who are starting relationships now, going into freshman year.
Okay, that's maybe a little different.
And it's still a little like, dude, you are 14 years old.
Yeah, you don't even know who the hell you are.
You're 14 years old.
You're still just like...
I'll tell you, man.
At 14 years old, you don't even know what your penis
My first
does.
relationship I was in, I was 16.
Okay.
And I felt like I was immature then. I mean, so.
At 14, I didn't even know what anatomy I had.
Dude, I couldn't even grab my own ass with my 2 hands.
I let alone the other appendage.
Yeah. Let alone someone else's ass.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, dude.
Could you imagine?
No.
Jeez Louise.
No, I could not. I could not making that step from, playing 8th grade basketball to,
getting freaky?
Getting freaky with someone in high school.
Getting freaky in the sheets?
Nope.
Folks, we've had such an incredible time, and we thank you for listening consistently.
We do. We really thank the listeners. We are going to be. When are we going to be releasing? What's the schedule here? Or are there no rules?
There are no rules involved.
There are absolutely no rules. Listen to this podcast, and tell us that we are living our life with any rules whatsoever, and you'll be wrong. Anyway, I'm Nico. I'm joined by my brother Jack, and thank you so much for listening. This is Telepathy.
Trusting that truth says.